Ross. I don't know nobody else's names. Golden Brooks, maybe. Golden Brooks, okay. William. Reggie, haha. I just followed you on Instagram. How you doing? That's where it stopped. Tony, I'm so. Jill Marie Scott. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Y'all are trying. Wrap it up. I'm done. I did the whole cast. And then Persia White. Look at that. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. I'm talented. Okay, granted, I did not practice for that. So, we're gonna do round one. Name all 5 of the girlfriends' names, first and last. Bonus points if you get the middle. Joan was dating a sex addict, right? You remember him? I want to say his name was Sean. Remember he had this really big job opportunity, but it was weird, and then eventually that wound up leading to them breaking up. But where specifically did they break up? I don't need the street, obviously that's too much, but where geographically did they break up? Do you know? Question 3. Tony's love of her life was not that white man, unfortunately. I liked Ty, I did, okay? Ty was cool, the little leprechaun was cool with me. But she was in love with this man named Greg. You remember him? He had this real passion, he was real love. He might have been an Aquarius man, which made a lot of sense to me, unfortunately. But where did her and Greg re-meet? They bumped into each other randomly doing something particular. And when they did meet, what was he doing? What was his job? What was his occupation when they re-met? Question 4, what is the name of Lynn's special signature sex move? It's called the blank. I can't tell you. I was about to though. You almost called me slipping. You did. William and his fiance Yvonne broke up at the altar. Okay, Yvonne had enough. I can't do this no more. I can't live like this. What was the last straw for her? What was the one thing Yvonne just couldn't get over? Like I just can't do this. Maya had an affair. Where did she meet that guy she had an affair with? And I know some of y'all are gonna say something, and I don't want to tell you what you're gonna say because I don't want to give you the answer, but you're wrong. Think again. Think deeper. You gotta dig a little. What drug did Joan do by accident? Side note, I think he was her best relationship. I'm willing to fight about that if y'all want to, but I think he was the healthiest one for her because he was patient. Question 9. Where did Maya get married? Which is a trick question, I'll tell you that much. Question 10. William was stalking this woman, okay? He met this psychic, and the psychic was telling him just jibber jabber. I think the psychic was slow, but that's not important. So he met the psychic told him jibber jabber, and he literally just fell in love with this woman at this bus stop. So he was stalking her, because she didn't want him, stalking her at this bus stop. But the woman who played her, she's actually someone we know outside of girlfriends. What's her name? Who is she? Oh, who is she is the perfect thing. If you know, you know. Oh, it's cute. Oh. I'm a fan, girl. I'm a big fan. Because I think your pen is dipped in gold. But if you know, you know. If you don't, this girl can talk. Round 2. Getting a little bit harder. Digging a little deeper. Picking your brain a little tougher. Question 1. What was William's nickname for the girls? He called either, if it would be one of them, he would call her this. If it was all of them, he would call them this. When they would start meddling, he just had this one name for them. And it was just, I didn't realize how iconic it was until somebody dressed up as him for Halloween, and it cracked me up because I was like, I get it. This is cute. Question 2. Now this is one of my favorite questions. What are 3 of Jabari's names? If you know, you know. If you don't, grown folk talk. Why are you here? Why? Because it's one of the most signature things of the show. Right? Question 3. What was Darnell's, Maya's husband, what was Darnell's dream business? And bonus, if you know who he wanted to own that business with. Question 4, we on Darnell again. Okay, Darnell, hey, how you doing? Hey. Darnell was fine. He was one of the finer men on the show. He was, who didn't Darnell like? It was one of the girls. He just had this vendetta against her. Truly, it was because of Maya. Maya started all of this, but I ain't gonna blame her for now. He had this beef with somebody on the show, and it was just like, how did we get here? How do we end this? Like, who did he have that just random beef with? And it low-key got kind of old. I ain't gonna lie to you. It got kind of played out, but Darnell was stubborn. Maybe Darnell was a Taurus man. Yeah, you see the vision? Yeah, Taurus man. It's not good. I mean it is. Question 5. Where did Joan stand at the altar? She didn't necessarily get married, but they were like literally words away from saying I do. Where did she stand at the altar? And bonus points if you can tell me who she was standing with. Question 6. So, Lynn was dating this dude, and you know how Lynn do, what she gonna do, she gonna convert to whatever you like, she like, okay, whatever you do, she do. And so she was at something that he likes to do, I don't wanna give you no answers, And she had told him a lie about how promiscuous she was, okay? So to combat that, this dude got on stage, and one of his lines in his poem was, I got me some Lynn last week, y'all. Who said that? And you can tell me his show name or his name, because we know him outside of this. So you can tell me who said, I got me some Lynn last week, y'all, who's also a horrible actor, but that's neither here nor there. Question 7, where did Toni get married? Where did she get married? Question 8, who was Joan's enchanted love that slipped off her feet and caused her to be a little bit more freaky deaky than she usually do? Question 9, where is Lynn from? I know, but I know because I need to know. Do you know? Why do you not know? Where you from? Where are people from? They close to Rodney and them? You know them? Question 10. Oh, question 10, okay? Toni's husband, Todd, got this great job offer. It was this real, like, over the moon job offer, but it caused him to move somewhere. Where did he move? Round 3, okay? Now, this is where I want you to start fighting with your friends. So these questions are a little bit more tricky, they're a little bit more open, but they're a little bit more fun, too. So, number 1, and this question, there's some right answers to this, but there's also some very wrong answers to this, okay? Who was Joan's best relationship? Now, I want you to tell me why you think that, and I also want you to know that you're wrong, because I already told you who her best relationship was. Who was Maya's initial book manager? You know what? If you got an answer for this, you let me know, because I don't really have an answer for this. But question 4 is, why did Toni and Joan friendship end? Why did their friendship end? If you know a concise answer, and you have to bring me to episode 4, episode 12, episode 6, you can give me a concise answer on why their friendship ended, girl, you can have that point. I ain't ready to fight you. That's all me. Question 5, Lynn was dating this poet, we mentioned him earlier. And he kept saying, like, first off, let's have a conversation. He was very controlling, he was very rigid. And if you're dating a man like that and you don't feel safe, run, because he's probably very abusive. Anyway, so he kept mentioning this thing. Oh, well, you're gonna be signed on the thing. You're gonna be signed on the thing. You don't know, you never had the thing. And Lynn was like, what is this thing? And so Lynn wound up meeting with one of his ex-girlfriends, and his ex-girlfriend was like, girl, that thing now, that thing is just, what was the thing and where was it? What was it and where was it? You know. If you know, you know. When I found out, I was like, man, you probably stay a little while. You might want to figure this out, dog, because this might go a little bit murky. Okay, question 6. And this is for the deep cut Twitter, okay? This is deep cut. You ain't got no life if you know this. What restaurant had a brand deal with the show in its final season? Maya never shut up about this restaurant. Her and I know was there every weekend. There's actually an episode where they're there and they meet Carlton off of Martin, whatever his real name is. They meet him there, and he's actually an asshole. But in the show, he plays that, so I'm not saying he's an asshole in real life. I don't know you, Carlton, whatever your real name is, no shame. Question 7, what is Toni's baby name? It's in my mind right now, but it took me a minute to figure it out. I didn't want to watch the show to think about it, but it's coming up. But I know, because I wrote it. I know. Do you know? That's what we're worried about. Look at your paper. Eyes on your own paper. So one of the girlfriends, and I include the guy in this when I say this, William, the guy, he probably laughing that shit up. Oh my God. Anyway, one of the girlfriends very, very, very briefly had a drug problem. She took pills. Do you know who that was? I mean, it lasted maybe 3 episodes. It was very brief. Joan has a special holiday song, and it's for the most random holiday, okay? And she actually sung it, both parts, the man and the woman part. What holiday is this Joan holiday song for? See, it's hard. I'm just drained. Just, you know, let's just move to 10. Let's just get to 10. Hurry up and answer now. Hurry up. Damn. Now, this is a good question. I know it, again, because I wrote it, but this is a really good question. How much debt was Toni's husband in? How much debt did he have? Todd got married, and he withheld sharing how much it was, because we know Toni, you know Toni, we have a Toni, we know a Toni. And when he told Toni, that became, I feel bad, okay? I'm not even their friend, I feel horrible. How much debt was Todd in? So, if you got more than 10 questions, you got more than 10 points, girl, I'm proud of you, okay? I'm proud of you. You are about as focused as a peanut. You truly are, and I'm proud of you for that, okay? Because everybody can't be peanuts, but you are a peanut, all right? But if you got more than 20 points, girl, you might be a little bit of a Lynn, you might be a little bit of intellectual, you might know your stuff, you might be a little educated. But if you got 30 points and you are a Joan, you are very meticulous, very detailed, you know your ish, okay? Nothing gets moved without your command. Hey, you got 30 points, you my girlfriend. Thank you for watching.